crazy stuff I get myself into this time. It's been a busy day today. I went to Snohomish, the city of Snohomish, for a road trip, and you know, I don't really. I have lived in the state of Washington for 30 years. I don't get out very much, but the fact that this place was absolutely gorgeous and beautiful is beyond imagination. I mean, it's extremely well kept, clean, very nice. Like you know, the city's like 150 years old. It was, I believe, it was founded in 1870, prior to Washington State being admitted to the Union in 1885. But it's just incredible how the city looks from different perspectives. I took as many shots as I could. There's some really colorful and gorgeous murals on some of the buildings, and some of the shops are really interesting and unique and bizarre. And I saw an antique shop. I looked through the window. They had let's see, what was it? A clinometer, I believe. Let me see if I can look at the. Let me see if I can find the photo that I took of it. Let's see, where are we here? Okay. It is a Japanese made compass clinometer, which basically was an earlier version of a what do you call it? A type of compass that was used for fishermen and boat captains, commercial fleet captains. Okay, to tell exactly which direction the ship was heading, like 10 degrees north, or 10 degrees west, 10 degrees east, based on where the compass was pointing. And it's a liquid gauge, similar to a thermometer, but it's like a brownish maple syrup colored liquid in a you know, a glass tube, basically. And the let's see, the yeah, it really doesn't say much because the reflection of the window. Oh, here we go. The company that made it is Nunotani Kike Sisakukusho in Amagasaki, Japan. Amagasaki. Well, I gotta start learning how to pronounce these words, these names. But it's a really cool kind of marine compass. This other one was a gas pump from 1935. It advertised an ethyl compound, anti-knock compound, and it was Tokim. I believe the company was in business back in those days. It was in Fort Wayne, Indiana, or the company that was manufacturing these things. The price of gallon in 1935 was 21 cents a gallon. Okay, that is uber cool in itself. Considering how much we pay for gas these days, it's amazing what you could find in an antique shop. But the advertisement was called Polygas, with a parrot sitting on its perch. And according to the taped sticker on it, it said restored in 1990, professionally, dated to 1935. So, you know, you could actually see the kind of stuff that they had back in the early 30s here in the U.S. But it was really incredible. It was just wow. And let's see, there was let's see, okay, so the city of Snohomish according to this Billboard thing, um, it was. No, this is interesting. It talks about the city of the town of Bradley in 1828. Um, let's see. So they had. It looks like the city was founded in 1870 or 1872, give or take, according to this historical ledger that was posted or laminated into a sign on the side of one of these streets I was at. Um, so yeah. Yeah, I was taken close to near to Snohomish High School. But some of these pictures are pretty incredible. It says, "Welcome to the historic downtown Snohomish. We're glad you're here." And it's the HDSA, Historic Downtown Snohomish Association. And of course, they stay connected through Facebook, Instagram. You know, and there's an interactive map. Let's see, there's something about the stewards of the downtown district. Most of the people here are volunteer-driven and volunteer-based 501c3 nonprofit organization. So they maintain this part of Snohomish. So through various programs and volunteer work and everything. So the downtown area, well, all of Snohomish looks the same, but they got a group of volunteers and everything to keep the place clean and kept up, and and it's mostly a community effort. It's not just one or two persons or 10 persons. It's a community effort to keep the city looking like it is. It's just beautiful and gorgeous down there. And the Snohomish River, or rather, I think it's the Stillaguamish River, I believe. I'm thinking that's what it's called. Stillaguamish. Oh, it's the local lake. It's not. It's the creek is the Snohomish. The local lake is called Stillaguamish. The the Snohomish River that runs next to this part of the city I was at, the water is green. Okay, I am not talking. It is it is like an emerald lime green kind of color. It shimmers and undulates. Okay, going back from one color to the next, but it's perfectly still. Okay, it's like a natural color. It's not from chemical runoff or anything like that. But I've only seen that kind of color water green when I was growing up in Vermont. Now in Vermont it's the same, colored water in some places, but it's not from pollution, it's not from contamination or anything. It's the way the algae at the bottom of the river, it just literally grows in all the rocks, all this green algae and stuff. Okay, it's the same stuff that grows on the Everett waterfront and downtown Everett, close to the Everett Naval Base. Okay, it's the same composition. It makes the water look green. Okay, but it's a natural part of the river, so there's no man-made whatever or anything like that. Same with Martha Lake. There's a ton of lily pads on Martha Lake, and the fish up there are freaking huge. Okay, you couldn't believe it. And they've got a pier out in the about a third of the way out towards the lake, so you can go fishing. You can see everything. You can, do all kinds of stuff. But it's amazing how the water reflects the algae and turns a really nice mellow kind of green color. So it's not like but I've only seen this a few times in Vermont growing up, because we had certain lakes and streams and creeks and rivers that did the same thing. And I mean, this is why Washington State is one of the most beautiful states in America, and its vistas and splendor are almost second to none because there is so much up here that would blow your mind. I mean, seriously. You know, it is just crazy how a lot of people haven't had the chance or taken the time to come up and see all the wonders the state has to offer. I mean, outside of politics, I mean, you've got places to go, places to visit, all kinds of ice cream shops, antique shops, anything that sets your mind to what you're after. And there's bookshops, and there's a lot of stuff up here that a lot of people could only dream and imagine, wish they could actually experience. Okay, especially when you go up to Snoqualmie Falls, which I would recommend strongly. If you're having a vacation destination, I suggest going up to Snoqualmie Falls and going up and seeing the falls. It is just so breathtaking because I've got snapshots of that too, and I'm telling you, it's worth the trip. The gift shop is gorgeous from the inside. I am not kidding. The cotton candy may run about $10 a canister, but you wouldn't believe what they have inside the shop. There is a bistro, I think. There's a pastry and coffee shop like a Starbucks similar, but it's all run by the local Snemamis tribe. Boy, that's a hard name to pronounce too. And it's run by volunteers and workers and everyone else, and it's just unbelievable what this place looks like. Because I am telling you, it's my first time going up to Snoqualmie Falls, and it won't be my last. Same with Snohomish, the city of Snohomish. Same with Ocean Shores, which I would recommend going over there. But it's a 7-hour drive past the east of the Washington capital of Olympia. Okay, because you have to go all the way to the end, and there is a hotel called the Polynesian Inn. Okay, it's a very nice place, and it's actually a stone's throw away from from Ocean Shores, the front of the beach. But the beach itself is worth the trip. Okay, it is so gorgeous. Not to mention the sunsets out over the Pacific. Okay, and the crashing waves. Now I'm going to tell you something. You come up here during the summer, and you're going to end up in 90-degree weather or 100-degree weather, and the waters, I am not kidding, are ice cold. Okay, it is like dipping in yourself during the winter doing the polar bear stuff. Okay, you're not gonna believe how freezing those waters are, and you got to watch out for the crabs too, because they will they will pinch your toes and stuff. So you might want to. Don't be surprised, but it is a gorgeous place to visit, except for the windburn and the sunburn. But you know, it's still a fun place to visit. And they do have campsites. They do have campsites up near forts. And they do give you tokens to use for the showers and the bathrooms. You have your own campsite picked out, so you can just do your thing. Your own campfires. You can buy wood at the check-in station or the ticket booth. They will give you firewood. Okay, but it's still worth the trip. Okay, I've also been to Olympia, the capital of Washington, and I'm telling you, there's a lot more open space than you're going to be used to, and also the rotunda, excuse me. The inside of the Capitol building is unbelievably dynamite. It's just, it'll blow your mind, because what you're going to experience inside the Capitol of Washington, I think it's pretty much the same for every capital in the U.S., maybe to some degree, but every bit of the architecture is colonial specific. Okay, there is very little deviation from what you will experience in the capital of Olympia. But it is fairly gorgeous. you guys don't mind the play-by-play experience of Victoria's 10 as a resident of the Western States. Not a lot of people get the chance to see the Western States through the eyes of the resident, because first-hand experience. Whoa, somebody's unhappy. I'm telling you, these things don't look happy at all. Yep, tag and bag. Whoops, missed by a mile on that one. Well, that certainly was fun. A second. Turn on the volume a little bit. That last file's a little bit loud off my sound bar. Just be on the safe side. Anyway, well, that was about as exhilarating as a tax return. Okay, not to offend any people who have to file their tax returns next year. Okay, you can put away the pitchforks, guys. I haven't filed mine. I mean, I haven't had to file taxes for a long time. It's been a while since I've actually worked, but that's because right now I've got a lot of medical problems that can't be resolved easily. Anyway. Yeah, this kind of music usually tells me it may be tranquil for a little, about 4 or 5 seconds, and then guess what shows up out of nowhere? Not just a machine sometimes, but also a Firebird. And I'm sitting there going, oh great, way to ruin my perfect little moment. Of course I gotta stop jinxing myself because that's usually what happens, so I'm just gonna be quiet for about 5 seconds. Oh, did I have to say it? Oh, come on! I hate being right. Shit. I really gotta stop saying stuff like this, because then I end up in a hurt locker. Okay, guess I'm gonna have to take it out. Once again, Lord. I think it's coming from the left or the right. I think it's coming from the right. Crap crackers. Yeah, it's way the frick over there, so I'm not gonna piss it off. I'm gonna get back to the main base area until I decide, you know, it's time to go ham city on the Firebird, but I don't think it's gonna follow me. Of course, then I've been wrong before. I mean, seriously, how many times have I been wrong? Try 0. At least it's over there, not the heck over here. Of course, then again, there's plenty of them that come over the tree line over on the right where my scope is pointing. And sometimes over here, and sometimes over here. And that usually spells disaster. Just like a Scrabble tile. Or, you know, you end up swallowing a bunch of Scrabble tiles, and as Warp says, it spells disaster. Okay, making sure that's just the tanks on fire, not something coming towards me. I don't need anybody chewing on my butt right now. Make sure I've got everything. Wait till my stamina bar recharges. I'm going to keep an eye on the back end just in case. Really don't need any unwelcome surprises. I mean, not the fact I'm over encumbered, but it's just you really don't want to end up attracting anything. That in itself is the fun part. But then again, sometimes you just don't want to be too overly suicidal. I gotta make sure that thing does not show up. easier. And just beam back. That way I don't have to face anything that can pick up some bonus advance packs at the same time. And then I'll just, you know, walk myself slowly over to the recycling station and recycle 137 pounds worth of stuff, or 130. Yeah, I'm not going to tag that puppy because I'm not feeling adventurous right now. I'm just going to go ahead and do my own thing. It's not a quiet game. Sometimes you just gotta relax and just let things go. I usually collect more steel than I need, but it does help build up my reserves along with everything else. I mean, it may not look much, but every little bit counts. Well, I mean, well, look at the company he keeps. Well, you are. You know, so it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. You know, you're just like, that's why Hegseth is, never mind. I'm not talking politics on my game. Oh, the whole world looking like, oh my god, I'm just another crazy person. No, been that way since I was 6. It was a short trip. I'm gonna skip the fun part and go to some other place so I can go smoke some machines. I'm not gonna go now. Let's see, we've already gone. Maybe not. Maybe that'll work. It's right next to any 118 base. What the smoking crab crackers? Wasn't there supposed to be a pack here? Or did I miss something? Maybe it's in the other one. Oh, never mind. Different safe house. Okay, it's the other one across the way. It's this one. Wait, it's the Bergeskogen safe house that has the with winter. And other discuss the tap shelter I'm getting for 2 ferals, because the winters up here in the Pacific Northwest are pretty brutal and very cold sometimes, so I'm going to make sure they're well insulated. Well, do I wanna? Yes. Go towards the light. Maybe I'm going in the wrong direction. See, sometimes the winter seasonal changes screw me over with. Oh, hello. Wait, I'm nowhere near the damn base, am I? I just bypass it completely? Oh, no, no, no. I'm not anywhere near it. Okay. Don't want to tangle with that puppy. Okay, I'm going to head over to the main base. Whoops. Okay, I really screwed the pooch on that one. Okay, getting out of there before that thing spots me. Forgot about this place. See, I noticed this kind of interesting. It's snowing inside the base. I mean, that's kind of a cool thing. Or maybe that's just the, no, that's not the ventilation duct, but it's still kind of trippy. I mean, who's going to complain about that? Hey, my bathroom's got snow coming in. Okay, someone shut the door. Snowflakes. My doggo is okay, fully charged pretty much. I don't think I'm going to be tangling with anything. Do I dare? Tell me this isn't the same one I fricked with earlier. Oh, it might be a different one. Yeah, I see it. Take it out easily, but I've spotted something. It's taking the heat off me. So I can grab everything and run for it like hell. I don't care if it just goes nuclear on that thing. Just making sure, people. I know I normally go for the small outhouse, whatever you want to call it, storage shed, but I want to make sure I get to the other campsite before Spooky over here decides to draw a bead on me. Because, you know, the military class is the ones with the rail guns. Or at least I think they have them. The Hudson's class is the one with the chain guns. And I, for one, do not want to be playing Dr. Laser on me. Quick and dirty. I was going to make sure I got everything. Because I don't have to come back here and figure out I missed something. Because, you know, it's kind of that way for a reason. I think I got everything. Alright, so just making sure. Yeah, this place is always loaded with at least 2 or 3 Firebirds. Okay. Beaming out of here. Yeah, when you know the music is like this, you know it's going to be like, okay, something is pretty close by, but not close enough. And that's when you want to drag out the big guns. Ugh. Yeah, I figured out something interesting about this game. Of course, I haven't noticed before because it takes me this long to discover new stuff. I guess maybe everybody knows, but maybe in case you don't, when you look at the I think I found this online. When you look at the type of attachments going from good to bad to whatever, it'll say poor, good, fair, excellent, whatever, you know. And I thought for myself, wow, that's kind of interesting. So, I mean, I just went through a couple screenshots and realizing that's how they rate the attachments from 1-star to legendary. So keep that in mind if you're ever curious. I'll be back in a second. See if this cycle works, because when I tried doing some washing earlier, oh boy, turns out that sometimes when you add too much soap to your wash machine, it'll over suds itself and the motor will seize, and sometimes if you're unlucky you'll start smelling white smoke coming out of the thing. That's when you gotta stop it. It means that it's not the drum that's, well, I think too much laundry soap kind of makes things worse, but I've only done this like 4 times. Whoa. What did I see? Oh, okay. Well, it's the first time I've seen a harvester this close to the main camp. Damn, looks like he's having fun with this guy. Oh. There's a fireplace. Oh, well, well. Oh, I wish I wasn't so right about this. Nope, it's just one solitary. I'm not gonna waste. I'm not gonna waste my KVM ammo on it. But I will play Canyon Tag. Let's see, looks like there's more than one harvester, or is it just one harvester? I think it's just one harvester. Okay. Speed of rabbit. Faster than the speed of dog. Wow. Okay. Wow, some guys just don't like me very well, I tell ya. Come on, kids. Where'd you go? Oh, well. That was a quick mop-up operation. 3-star grenade launcher, which, by the way, is not technically a useless weapon. It just takes a lot of skill to use it effectively. You know, I mean, I've tried it a few times. My friend is an ace at it. Every time we're playing together, he just lobs them off like they're mortar shells, and always hits his target dead on. I'm like, dude, I'm so jealous. So yeah, he's like that a lot. He really does like the experimental Mauser. I mean, I'm telling you, this guy just pops off one of these things 3 times. The Firebirds become a party balloon in 2 shots, 3 shots, depending on the class of Firebird. But they go kaboom after about 2 seconds. Let's see where the other one is. I know I saw... Wait, I know I saw something down here. Or did... Sometimes the trees hide all the good stuff. But where is it? I thought I saw it They didn't. Wow, that's kind of weird. I thought for a second there was a couple downed roly-polies and I thought I missed it. Oh, that kind of explodes, but yeah. Okay, so that guy over there, I got that guy over there, and oh, here we go. I see this one. Look, it's hovering metal. Well, definitely. Well, maybe. Okay, maybe it's like maybe it's light metal. Okay, that's a physics joke. I'm trying to think of what the exact physics joke, not the one I'm always thinking about. But yeah, I just like being a geek sometimes. That one's been taken. Okay, nothing here. Okay, nothing in this area. Okay, so where to go? Where to go? Where to go? There's something interesting. I wonder what this one is. Hello. Oh, good morning. That is a Hunter level 4 arrival, but I want to wait till it gets up to the trench area. It's way too hidden behind a farm, and that area next to Nadia safe house is a frickin' nightmare. I do not like that place. I mean, it's kind of nice. I mean, it will get you to where you want to go, but it's just kind of a hornet's nest from there on out. Because the open area, like the wastelands or the it's just always has harvesters, and let's just go ahead and do this so I can just track it easily. And tanks. There's always tanks in that area. Okay, just gonna make sure. I hate doggos. I'm gonna drag out the big guns. That way I can just get rid of these fuckers for sure. Oh, there he is. Yeah, good morning, Vietnam. I'm gonna wake this guy up too. Yeah, you missed me, didn't you? And I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, see me? Now you see me, now you don't. Yeah, you better wake up, dude, because I'm not going to sit around here and wait for you to respond. The dog's like... Yeah, I took that hit directly, and I'm sorry, but... my dog are just like pissing off. You know, the thing is, yeah, he doesn't like me very well. Yeah, like they say, my shorts, dude. I missed 2 shots like that. Resistance flamethrower, AG4 legendary, that's not too shabby. Experimental Glock. Yeah, that's not too shabby at all. mean, technically that's pretty decent. But I better heal myself before I take on that other tank. Because that thing's not going to be happy when I piss it off. I see you, you see me. I'm gonna be one happy family. Okay, I'm gonna stop singing Barney the Purple Dinosaur before somebody decides to mute my singing lessons in this game session. But, you know. Oh, what am I gonna do now? Ha 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 ha. Let's see, how am I gonna just do this one? Oh damn, I missed by 2 inches. There we go. Tagged him down. Wow, I didn't realize I did that. Yep, that's what I hit. That's what I got. See, that ricochet, it'll always strike the tank. So it's kind of a really nifty little game trick, you know, if you can just time it just right. Oh, I hate you too, dude. Waking me up. Yep. Oh, did that one hurt? Good. Sometimes you just gotta go, whoopsie. Did I do that? Nobody knows who Urkel is. You have to look it up on the internet because a lot of you gamers wasn't even born when I was born, when I was growing up in the 80s. Yeah, you're talking to an old fogey. Oh, no way. I almost didn't see that one. Yeah, wake up and smell the coffee, asshole. Oh shit, I just hit that thing late too soon. Yeah, keep my shorts, dude. What, do you think there's another guy in there? Yeah, there is. Damn, I gotta really get this guy before he tags me with his... Smoke him if you got him. Yeah, I'd say this is going to be a pickle fight. Because if the music's still playing, that means there's something on the hedge over here. Yeah, my doggo is definitely pissed. I'm going to wait till my stamina bar recharges. I'm going to head up the hill and I'm going to see what's going on. No, there's something around here. got my doggo in defense mode. Yeah, well, if there was just one hunter, there's definitely going to be something else crawling around this place. And dollars and donuts is not going to be the pizza delivery guy. Ah, here we go. I'm sorry, did you call out for Domino's? Nope. How about a 50 caliber slice of pepperoni supreme? Hold the anchovies, I want the sliced olives. Well, I'd say that was a pretty good mission. Let's just go back to the base. I'm gonna head over to. I'm gonna pop over to Medallia, because then I'm gonna grab those supplies, because I know I haven't touched this in a while. Just remember, scrappy ass ammunition, attachments and guns, great for recycling. Can't go wrong with it. So just wow, what have I been forgetting? Let me see, how many rivals do I got on the map now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, but it's the most I've had in a while. Normally I can't even put one on the board because I keep taking them out. Okay, so that one's there. Let's see, where am I going? Okay, here we go. Kaepernick Farm. I know you've seen a couple of side missions on the board, but I'm not really, you know, doing all the side missions anymore. I'm just having too much fun. Monster mashing on the machines. So it's not really a priority for me right now. After about 4 years of playing, I think I'm pretty much, you know, entitled to some fun. I mean, you know, can you really fault me? Wow, when did George Michael ever pop up into this feed? Well, it's been a while. Let's see, Swifty's saying, who is George Michael? Has me feeling like I'm old and dead. Yeah. That's usually how I feel, because I'm like, you try to tell someone, who is Janet Jackson and Rush and not AC/DC, but, you know, Styx and Was Not Was, and Billy Joel, Billy Idol, some other famous rock groups, including the Hooters, and some other favorites of mine. They wouldn't know. They can't even operate a rotary phone anymore. That's how that's how insane this generation is separated from mine by about 45 years. Nobody knows about floppy disk and 3.5-inch diskettes, and you know, it's like, it's a lot of lost stuff that most people just, you know, you just can't remember anymore. And you know, it's kind of it's not technically a you know, a sad tragedy. It's just that, you know, part of the MTV generation, most people wouldn't know what I'm talking about. I mean, you guys are used to iPhones and iPads and foldable tablets and first, second, third generation, you know, AI-driven laptops and all this other stuff that wasn't possible 30 years ago. And it's like, I mean, how could you possibly recall, you know, the 75 megahertz, 500 megabyte hard drives, the HPs, or the Hewlett Packards, the Dells, the Compaqs. Wow, that's the first time this has ever happened. Wait, what? Maybe this, oh, white, yeah. I remember now because this wasn't the one that I was thinking about. It does have a weapons crate, but I was just laughing because I thought, okay, I'm not near, because the other place is similar to this, and I thought, crap, it glitched, you know. Turns out, I'm not. I'm okay. I just gotta go a little further up. Where is it? Not that one. Let's see if it's. Alright, let's see. How many of you guys know who Whitney Houston is? Or Bruce Springsteen, or Bryan Adams, or Starship, or Tears for Fears, or Dire Straits. I know most of you probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but those are some of the pretty big bands of the day. Of course, everybody should know Phil Collins. Unless you haven't heard of his music before, I would strongly recommend it. He has some of the most awesome music around. I am not kidding. I grew up on his stuff. And it is one of the best rock artists around. He's still alive. He's also got, believe it or not, the biggest Western, I don't know, memorabilia collection, or it's not memorabilia. Who is it? Let's see, Western. It's Western memorabilia collection, like hats, gloves, that sort of thing. Tom Hanks has the biggest typewriter collection in existence. I'm surprised. I mean, some of the stuff he has, I'm not entirely sure, but he may have some of the older 20s and 30s typewriters, the original QWERTY typewriters that came out around 1896. Good luck finding one of those, unless you know where to look and how to look. Where the hell am I going? There should be another complex up here. Maybe I'm not going far enough. Ah, here we go. Okay, making sure the washing machine isn't having a fit again. It's working. So that's all that matters. Oh, hell no. I am not. I'm getting out of here before that thing spots me. You can kiss my grits, buddy. Let's see, I'm going to jump up here. That way I don't get tagged and bagged by someone who's trigger happy. Because, you know, it's just those kind of things. Yeah, don't worry if you're slow on the upkeep or the rebound. Just keep pushing yourself. Have the patience. Don't worry. Because, you know, even if you're over encumbered, you're slower than Slug Snot. You know, you can still outwit the enemy. You can still take them out slowly. Because sometimes the enemy isn't always that smart. But yeah, they'll hit you twice as hard, true, but you'll still do some serious damage. I mean, it's not like, you know, they can do anything more to you, but, you know, sometimes I wish the devs actually made it so that if you're overloaded, you could literally just, you know, stay in place so you'll get knocked back 600 miles. Let's see, what are we looking for here? Yeah, you see, there's these little, excuse me, there's these little, let's say ring holes, ring pinholes, or whatever you call them when you want tent spikes or whatever. So you got 1, 2, 3, and then you got a side mission right there. Yeah, I still haven't touched that one yet. So I'm going to head over to Cruden Radar Mast. Let's see. Now this area at the beginning was pretty damn difficult because you had to take out the enemy and complete the mission. Then it would be free up. I don't think there's hardly anything up here anymore. Yeah, it's part of the game glitches. It's just part of it's a landscape glitch, but it's been doing that for a while now, so I'm not surprised. Probably because of the last update. I'm gonna swap my weapon. I don't want to attract anything in case I hit the firing trigger. It'd be like the worst thing ever. Oh, here comes the party. Oh crap, I'm in trouble. It's like, no, I didn't do it. Go away. You didn't see anything, you didn't hear nothing. Wow. I'm gonna recycle when I get inside. That way. Yeah, when you get past 120, you're basically going to be slow as a slug, and you're not going to be able to do as much moving as you do because the stamina gets sapped in a second. Of course, everyone knows if you've been in the army, they weigh you down like a 120-pound pack on your back and tell you to walk run 5 miles and then come back. But that's just during boot camp. Okay, keep those. Time to call it for a little while. Get some sleep. And just have a quiet. Or is it one other one that my friend wanted? Ouch. Oh my God. I'm gonna go broke. Oh, my friend's gonna be screwed. He lives in Mississippi. Oh man. Oh jeez. Yep. Well hosed. Been up for 16 hours now. Woke up around midnight last night. It's always the end of the month. I either have insomnia really bad, or it's the first week of the month, or the first week of the new month, last week of the old month, and it's insomnia central. It's like it's been like this for the past week now, 2 weeks maybe. I can't remember, because I've been sick. I've been sleep deprived. I don't know. Don't know when I'm getting up. Yeah, it's pretty close to my bedtime anyway. Almost 52 years old, and I'm still able to stay up for 26, 36, 42 hours. I know it's not healthy, but I've been having this problem for years. Probably about the same time I was 15. That's when it started. It's 40 years worth of insomnia. Yes, I've been to sleep study centers. I got another one referral just sent in. It's up in Arlington of all places again. Skagit County, Skagit Sleep Center, where my dermatology appointments are now. I think I have to go all the way to Mount Vernon. That'll be like nuts. It's a 112-mile round trip. The caregiver's mileage is being blown through the water next month anyways. I gotta go to Arlington to re-up my Humira injections. And our state's tax rate is 9.9% already for Washington State, I believe. Of course, we've got two tax brackets now. I didn't even realize we did until recently. I think over the last pandemic, it was like, oh, we got two tax brackets. Well, at least that's how I remembered it, but it could have changed, or it couldn't have. Tired here. It's not my fault. I've had a long day. Should have went to bed as soon as Steve left. Good gravy. Yeah, I'm a sucker for punishment or a glutton. So just remember to save your game data after each session, and I hope you enjoyed today's grinding session. I hope you found it instructive, painful, horrifying, terrifying, scary, funny, humorous, hilarious, cringeworthy. You know, just standing around like a dumb shit and getting hit left and right. Not to mention instruction, constructive and educational instruction. I want to say construction, obstruction, destruction. There's a lot of instructions involved. Instructive. Alright. I'm going to park myself right here. It is the most furthest way from making sure I don't hear Firebird. Alright. I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing along. And subscribe when you can. It's not it's not obligatory. Or, you know, when I get some sleep, I'll be able to think straight and think better. My focus will be better. Okay, I will see you guys later.